Friends, I wanted to explain a little thing about why we do certain movements, and I think that'll be really helpful. Some of you guys have seen this before, some of you have not. So I'm going to draw a little chart, looks something like this. There are two different axes. One is going to be strength. Actually, we'll put strength over here. Strength, and the other one is going to be skill. And this is going to be a bell curve. All right. Really low strength, really low skill is something like running. So that goes right over here on this curve. We start to do this at like a really young age. It requires really low strength. Again, run really low skill, 1 foot in front of the other. Obviously, if you're a better runner, even then, still not a ton of skill on that thing. Up above that, we will put stuff like bicep curls, tricep stuff, isolated movements. Again, it doesn't require a ton to go like this or like this. You learn it probably after you are done running, or even getting up as a kid. Above that, we'll put some compound movements. What that means is stuff like squats, deadlift, bench, all stuff that requires like multiple coordination pieces with you guys. So definitely higher strength than running and bicep curls, definitely higher skill because there's more movement patterns involved. Up above that, at the tip of this thing, we will put ollie lifting. If you don't know what ollie lifting it is going to be your clean and jerk and your snatch. At a really high level, this requires the most strength and then also the most skill in terms of this side of the bell curve. Now, on the opposite side, we will put stuff like gymnastics. And I'm going to get to my point very soon. So if you're wondering at home, when is it getting to this point? It's coming. All right, so more skill. Again, this is increased skill, and this is increased strength. More skill than Olympic lifting and snatching. Imagine the guys on the rings, again, like in the Iron Cross, doing backflips. Probably an equivalent in terms of strength for body weight to strength ratio. So again, really high level stuff. And then we'll put over here on this far side, we'll put sports. And I think of stuff like baseball, golf, not a ton of strength to hit a ball, a lot of skill to get it to go into a 4-inch cup. So why am I pointing this out? Well, if you look at the top up here, actually I'm going to circle this in blue. If you look at this little triangle, we look at squats, deadlifts, bench, gymnastics, ollie lifting. What do we do the most of in CrossFit? We do the most of these movements, right? And obviously we sprinkle in some sports and some running and some bicep stuff along the way, some isometric body work. But for the most part, where we get the biggest bang for our buck, the most return on our fitness is focusing on these movements. And the more that we do these, the more strength, the more skill hits the majority of that stuff. Now, we still want to play sports. We still want to do a little bit of running. But if you were looking for the biggest bang for your buck, think about when we do, people go, man, why do we do muscle ups? I can't do one yet, and we can never do one. That's okay. You can't squat snatch yet. That's okay. We can get it with PVC, change the range of motion a little bit. But again, the more that we can practice these in this triangle, probably the faster you're going to progress in terms of fitness. Not possibly, you are going to progress faster in fitness. And it also gives you the biggest return from your time. So hopefully this gives you guys a little bit of insight into why we do certain movements and why you see certain ones over and over again. Because these guys transfer over to everything else. Cool, hopefully that helps. And give a like if you like this video. Later.